Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Craig Campbell from Pastor Craig's Vintage Cards, and here with another quick video on a football card from my childhood collection. This is a 1972 Topps Pete Gogolak, who was a kicker. Kicked with the Bills in the AFL, and then finished out his career with the New York Giants. And I always remember Pete as I can remember him as a kicker with the Giants in the early 70s, and he was the first kicker to kick the football soccer style, which every kicker now in the NFL and college kicks soccer style. But he was the first one to kick that way, and everybody else was kicking conventional, straight on with their toes prior to Pete. Now, he was born in Hungary, and him and his parents, they came to America right as the revolution was happening in Hungary in 1956. His dad was a doctor, and they came to America to escape the communist revolution in Hungary in 1956. And interestingly, he's most well known for being the first soccer-style kicker. But as I was reading a little bit up on him, he was the first guy that left the AFL and went to the NFL. And basically expediting the merger between the AFL and the NFL. It was quite a big deal. He had signed with the Bills, and there had been an agreement, a gentleman's agreement between the AFL owners and the NFL owners, that the NFL would not poach the AFL players, and the AFL owners would not poach the NFL owners. And but Pete, he was joined the Giants from the Bills. The Bills were two-time AFL champions in '64 and '65. And he signed with the Giants in '66, and it really set off, quite the war between the leagues is what it was called. And Al Davis was very angry with Wellington Mara, the Giants owner, for basically stealing an AFL player. And it was kind of interesting because the New York Giants were just terrible the year before. They had lost so many games. Their kicker that they had, he had one field goal in 15 attempts. His field goal percentage was .067. His name is Bob Timberlake. And then they had Chuck Merson. He had 2 attempts with no success either. So the New York Giants, the year before Gogolak showed up, they had 17 field goal attempts and made 1. I mean, we're talking stuff like from 5th grade football. And but anyways, it's just, we can see the evolution of field goal kicking from the 60s until where we're at now. And Gogolak was a great kicker. He had a pretty good percentage, but I looked at his career stats, and I think he made 1 field goal over 50 yards. And now it's nothing for a kicker to make field goals, 55 yards and up. Well, they're pretty accurate. But so they signed him from the Buffalo Bills, set off the War of the Leagues is what it was actually called, which led to the AFL-NFL merger in 1970. So just wanted to share this beautiful card of Pete Gogolak, and just a real nice card. Let me zoom down here a little bit. And this is one that I opened up in 1972, and it's in pretty darn good shape. It's just, it's that way, I guess, for all kids with certain cards. Some of them took a beating, and others did not, and this one here did not. And it's been in a sleeve for a number of years. You can see one of my dog hairs there, but Pete Gogolak, just a real important guy in the NFL, and not only from being the very first soccer style kicker, but to be the guy that had the guts, I guess, to step away from the AFL and sign with the NFL, which really set off as I said, the War of Leagues, which led to the merger between the two. So there you go for your NFL history today, Mr. Pete Gogolak. All right, guys, have a great day, and we will talk later.